What's good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen Queen, and we back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. Why the deep breath? Why the sigh? You don't miss us? You don't miss us?
I am tired.
Listen, man, I was able to pull her away from a busy work schedule, man. So y'all give me some credit, man. I be fighting to try to get her here, you know. But she's a busy woman. She's a busy woman.
His home cooked meal.
Wait, what? No, I didn't.
Wait, what?
No, I didn't, bro. No, I didn't. So listen, man, tonight we're going to get into it. It is officially BTS Hour. Let me say that first and foremost. BTS Hour time. Listen, we're going to get into the BTS Black Swan music video shooting sketch. So this must be sort of like a behind the scenes. I'm not sure. But we're going to get into that tonight. Two-piece style. And we're going to get into the BTS Unexplained Theory. All right? By X Celeste.
Where's my water?
I think you got some back there. In your stash. In your stash. Right. You ready? If you're new to the channel, man, hit the subscribe button. And man, y'all been seeing with everything going on with the coronaviruses, they're taking extra precautions. Yes. So they have been canceling out shows and different things like that, trying to be extremely cautious, man. I really and truly don't blame them. You know, it sucks for the fans and everybody else, but we truly understand. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So we want to definitely be cautious. Yes, y'all be safe out there. Let's get into the video. Here we go.
방탄소년단의 블랙스완 뮤비가 지금부터 시작됩니다.
You didn't get my water?
I got you. I got you.
저는 개인 촬영 첫 번째 생생에서 먼저 촬영하게 되었고요. 제가 흑조로 변하기 전의 모습을, 그 감정을 담은 춤들을 지금 가녀린
Like I kept saying during the video, I think Jimin was like made to play that part for that video. The way he was dancing and stuff, he was made for that part.
어디서 해요? 진짜 저기서 하는 거야. 얘들아, 너의 그 바이브가 필요한 거야. 그림자에서 나오는 바이브 막.
지민이가 저의 그림자를. 여기 망한 극장이라면서요? 그 수영장 같은데. 그 불타 찍은 수영장. 흑조가 된 거죠. 예전에 흑염룡이 이제 나타난 거지.
모든 빛이 침묵하는 바다 예예예. 여기 서서 하면 되게 멋있게 보인다. 야 근데 이거 힘줘가지고 바들바들 떨리는데.
어떤 느낌을 넣을지 되게 궁금하고.
That's dope. That part of the video was dope.
아 페이스 무시야 얘들아.
야 근데
오자 이제 가자. 흰 백조를 표현하는 그런 안무를 찍고 있습니다.
자 진씨.
네.
자 오늘 기분 어떠십니까?
아 오늘 기분.
이제 가도 될 것 같아요.
가도 될 것 같습니다. 네.
진씨.
네.
이게 바로
최선을 다해
밀착 취재구나.
네.
열심히 하도록 하겠습니다.
밀착 취재네.
네.
상반된 옷으로 안무를 하니까 즐겁게 이 뮤비를 감상하실 수 있을 거예요.
여러분 첫날 블랙스완 뮤직비디오 촬영이 끝이 났습니다. 다들 예상 못했을 수도 있어요.
아마 나올까 안 나올까
예상 못하실 거예요.
나오면 분명 좋아할 것 같아요.
저도요. 그러니까 저희가 이렇게 맨발로 또 춤을 추는 건 처음인데요.
First time dancing barefoot. I don't know why, but I noticed that every single time. When they did it on the, like, that, whoever show that was, that dude show, when they came out, they did it barefoot then.
Yeah, I
In the video,
remember
they did it barefoot.
내일 촬영도 잘 봅시다 여러분들.
내일까지 하면 사람들이 되게 좋아할 수 있는
Dancing barefoot is comfortable.
I see you now, like, rubbing your feet in the carpet right now.
Yeah.
형이 나올 수 있을 것 같으니까
좋은 촬영이 될 것 같아요.
내일 봅시다. See you tomorrow. 저희 미국이니까 영어로. 오케이. 하나, 둘, 셋. 바이바이.
Peace.
2주차 뮤비 시작입니다.
아, 네, 블랙스완 시작입니다. 네, 이 멘트를 누가 먼저 하기로 했는데 누가 할 생각인가?
가시죠.
이거보다 더 잘 나올 것 같지 않은데 이게 됐는데.
그래도 도와주면 결과물을 이렇게.
Ready?
여기 뭐 하는 데였을까요?
V done turned into the perfectionist. Like, one more cut. Give me one more cut. You know what I mean? Perfectionist V.
Oh my god.
WWH.
He might as well brand that. Does he have that branded
He
yet?
needs to.
He might as well brand it. Now it's done became a brand within itself.
특별한 곳에서 촬영을 하는 거니까 모든 게 다 의미가 있었고요.
그러지. 블랙스완이 되는.
저는 그림자 바랍니다, 여러분. 뭐 있어야 될까? 내가 보이는 그림자가 달리 나오는구나.
굉장히 극장이라고 하는데 렌트해서 잘 어울리고
That move just seems so difficult to be.
It should.
What's that supposed to mean?
No shade.
정말 저희가 안에서 친구들과 뭐 여러 가지 깃발을 추진하고 좀 새롭기도 했지만 조금 신선한 경험이 있고 좀 힘들긴 했던 것 같아요.
저희가 살면서 처음으로 해외 출연했죠.
그렇죠.
단체로서는 처음으로 이렇게 해서 뮤직비디오를 찍는 건데
사실 여기가 유명한 곳이에요.
네 맞아요.
되게 유명한 곳이에요. 되게 이런 곳에서 멋있게 촬영하면 나온 것 같아요.
팬 여러분들 되게 좋아하시고 뮤직비디오 기대 많이 해주세요.
I wonder where they were. Because I think they did on in, I want to say, LA. Am I right? Y'all, correct me if I'm wrong. I think they might have did that one in LA.
Sup Flare Squad, welcome back to my channel and to another theory/explained video. Today I'm going to try to break down BTS's On music video. And let me start by saying that this might be all over the place because there's so many references, but I'm going to try my best to break things down and make it easier to understand.
Cool.
We start off with a scene which looked like an aftermath of a war. Jin is found kneeling down looking at a white bird that was pierced with an arrow. And the bird looks like a dove. And doves symbolize love and peace. And obviously, this set of a battlefield represents the opposite, which is why the bird is dead. Now, you'll find that a lot of scenes reference fake love, and this is like a parallel universe. Although the settings look like it's in the past because of their outfits, this could be the present or the future as well, but in a different universe. And for those who are confused about this whole parallel universe topic, I did make a summary video of BTS's storyline. Link will be...
All right, we got to go back and watch that now. Oh, we saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that
I
one.
was like, what?
in my description box.
I thought she was mentioning I hadn't looked at the title yet. I thought she was just saying a video about parallel universe.
But we can watch it again.
I mean, I have no objection. I'm pretty sure they don't either.
Yeah.
As soon as you see the scene of Jin looking over, it switches over to Jungkook, similar to fake love. And then we see Jungkook running through the field with his hands tied together. He looks back at a wall and it seems like he's running from it. Now, we're not sure if he came from the other side of the wall, but there is a theory that he did, and Jungkook did enter through fake love. It switches to a scene with Jimin and a pile of drums.
Wow.
Now, this could represent music is no longer used in that world and was discarded. The drums were also used on the battlefield to communicate commands from officers to soldiers. Then we see V laying down next to an organized clutter and a little girl who is blindfolded. Now, I tried to take a closer look at the clutter and it looks like a bunch of sticks wrapped in cloth and feathers. Then there's like a guitar in the middle, I think. I'm not sure exactly what this represents, but if you guys do know, comment down below. Jin is then seen holding a cage, and this is similar to the fake love scene with the flower, but this time it's a dead dove inside instead of a flower. Now we're shown RM in a setting similar to Noah's Ark. We have the broken ship in the back along with the animals, which I found out these animals were actually real, not CGI. This scene could represent, quote, the flood as the collective society falling into the unconscious, being swallowed by divine archetypal modes of thoughts through a modern lens. So remember that BTS's current concept was heavily inspired by Carl Jung's Map of the Soul. And Jung believed that the animals during Noah's Ark represented beings that possesses almost no free will. Noah and his family represented the more conscious and transcend or see through the human tendency to war amongst themselves. So we notice that BTS could represent Noah and his family. They are aware and conscious about their surroundings, which is why each member plays a role in this movement during the music video. We're back with Jin, and this time he made it into a room full of cages. He brought the bird back with him and he covered the cage with a cloth. Then it shows a scene of Jimin reaching for the sky, similar to Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Wings, Lie. This could represent him reaching for hope. And he reaches out to the child. Seems like he's trying to reach out to the youth, which has always been BTS's goal. The cage with the dead bird suddenly moves as if it's alive. And you notice Jin's reaction as he looks out the window, like something had happened. Don't worry, I'll explain to you guys in a bit what might have happened, so hold on tight. We continue with Jungkook running through the woods, and this is also similar to, again, fake love. He ends up fainting, and it's like he fell back to his unconsciousness, where we're introduced to J-Hope in this beautiful setting. J-Hope is in a field with...
I connected none of this. None of this. Like, she's
Not
incredible. Not watching. You would have really had to sit down and like.
I wonder if she actually like notes how many takes it took her to break this down.
Right. I salute her. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she had some help with this, but even if she didn't, like, salute. She doing her thing with this.
what it looks like dead trees, while a crow or raven is picking at Jungkook's body. Now, I say crow or raven because I am no bird expert, but if it was a raven, you know that ravens are tied to BTS's storyline and to also Carl Jung. Jung deemed raven symbolism to represent the shadow self, or the dark side of the psyche. The members see this raven constantly during their Wings era. Not only do ravens represent the shadow self, but many cultures associate them with healing, renewal, and rebirth. So when Jungkook wakes up and continues his journey to the Ponder Lake, that could be his rebirth. We are then introduced to Suga, who's in what looks like a sanctuary for the youth. And unlike the other members who are outside, Suga's scene takes place in a room filled with candles, and with only one source of natural sunlight. And this scene reminds me so much of his Shadow music video. But also remember that Suga's character is tied to fire, which could explain all the candles. Taehyung then gets up and notices a girl with a blindfold standing and facing towards something. He looks over to see the huge wall with the doors opening up. So he removes the blindfold in order to help her move forward, because I believe the blindfold represents ignorance, similar to Jimin during his Blood, Sweat, and Tears and also his storyline. Jimin wears a blindfold in order to prevent himself from accepting the truth. Now together, Taehyung and the little girl could walk forward. Also note that these two are similar to the cartoon characters from the Make It Right music video. Note that after the kid plays the drum, Jungkook wakes up and the doors start to open. So it's as if the child played the drums as a signal. As the doors open, Jungkook goes into the lake, or the pond. Note that the walls and doors remind us of Maze Runner. I know a lot of people made connections with that.
I got that one right. That's because of you, though. I would have never watched that movie if it wasn't for you.
The thorned cuffs around his wrist is similar to the crown of thorns that was placed on Jesus' head during the events prior to his crucifixion. It was one of the instruments of the passion employed by Jesus' captors, both to cause him pain and to mock his claim of authority, kind of similar to BTS's situation in the past when they experienced hardships. You see Suga, J-Hope, Jin, RM, and Jimin join V along with a crowd of people. Now, remember when I said something happened after Jin witnessed the bird come back to life? Now, instead of thinking Jin resurrected the bird, think of the storyline about Jin being a time traveler, and he traveled back in time to save...
I didn't even think about that. The whole butterfly effect. You know what I mean?
Everyone. Now, we started off with a scene of all these dead bodies after a war, and now the music video is ending with everyone walking together. So it does seem like Jin traveled back in time before the war in order to save everyone, but, you know, just theory. He then opens the cage and lets the dove free. And again, white doves also symbolize a new beginning. But then we continue with a scene of Jungkook dipping the thorn cuffs underwater
That cold water.
and bringing out a conch shell. So this is all happening while the other members are by the wall. The conch shell is a spiritual symbol used in many cultures throughout history. The ancients adapted the practical use to associate the conch shell with spiritual awakening and symbolism. According to mainstream Buddhism and Hinduism, the conch shell is also associated with truthful speech and strength. So if this is a spiritual awakening, what is Jungkook trying to wake up? Right after he plays the conch shells, the clouds turn dark and the volcano starts to erupt. Note that because there is a scene of Noah's Ark, people have theorized that the mountain is actually Mount Ararat, where Noah's Ark was found to be located. Alright, so we're given this amazing dance break, and it looks like there's a full moon, but remember this could also be the sun covered by dark clouds and ashes from the volcano. Then it transitions to everyone wearing a hood, similar to Fake Love, and Jungkook brings the conch shell and lines up with the rest of the members. As they all lined up together, the volcanic bomb starts to fall on them. So instead of like that huge block falling on them, it's volcanic bombs. What could this represent? In order for them to move forward, in Fake Love, they destroyed their masks. And in On, it seemed as if they were destroying their establishment so they could regrow everything and start anew. Remember that their Wings era was heavily influenced by the book Damien, where Abraxas represents a bird that must destroy its own world, which is its egg, in order to live.
How did she put all of this together? I'm like sitting here in awe, like how did you had to have like help or like it just, I don't know, I can't explain it.
I know.
I can't explain it.
It is crazy. It is very,
She
very
is
crazy.
really piecing this together. Like, and I don't know if it's right. We don't know if it's, of course, we don't know if it's right or not. You guys will let us know in the comment section, but
it's
still
crazy.
in all.
It's crazy.
Right.
So for the process of individuation, the ego and the shadow is no longer divided but brought together in unity, and their persona is now balanced with their shadows. It seems as if Jungkook was the last to go through it and complete the process of individuation. And for those who don't know the process of individuation, I'm going to include that little clip in here again. I know some of you guys have seen this already. Individuation means the realization of self, which is actually what BTS is going through right now in the storyline. The individuation process begins with becoming conscious of the persona, the mask we take on in our everyday life. After we become conscious of the shadow, the repressed characteristics of the ego, then we become conscious of the anima, the inner woman in each man, or animus, the inner man of each woman. Then the image of the old wise man or old wise woman appears, after which the experiences of self happens. Now, the wise old man can appear in many forms, such as a king, a savior, a hero. So the last is self. I mean, the boys wouldn't leave us hanging and not complete the process, right? Then RM leads them to the top of the mountain or rock, which reminds us a lot about Lion King. The dove that was released seemed to have come back, but this time he brought his friends along, and you can see that there are 7 doves flying together. It then shows Jungkook running forward, and this scene looks similar to Not Today, except this time, Jungkook is smiling. He runs ahead of the boys, unlike the scenes from I Need You and Euphoria. This time, they're all running together without being shot down, and are able to continue going up. This music video showcased their battles, representing their hardships, and the boys who once had no more dream now has a dream, and their dream is to reach out and connect everyone through music and art. And this music video symbolized hope. They've succeeded by finding themselves, and they've also helped us by leading us on the same path. So the crowd that they brought along with them could represent ARMY and those that they've helped. We're all working to find ourselves, and we need to start by looking towards our own shadows and accepting it. So this is the path to self-love. BTS's dream to connect everyone around the world through music and art is seen through their project Connect BTS, which could explain why this music video had a lot of references to it. But why the historical references? Well, remember that this is an eternal journey of our past meeting present, present meeting future, and future meeting past. Map of the Soul 7 contains both their shadows, the difficulties they faced, and ego, their acceptance of those as part of them. And of course, there were many references such as Bird Box, Maze Runner, Lion King, Noah's Ark, and yes, we could also link this to the book called The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas. This music video was truly inspiring and beautiful. Special thanks to everyone who helped out on this project, this music video, just putting everything together, especially the music, and of course BTS for presenting it amazingly. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to click that like button and also join the Flare Squad by subscribing, you guys. Thanks for watching.
Overload. Complete overload.
Seriously, like, I couldn't have done it.
Wow.
I couldn't have done it. I took my hats off to her. That was incredible. That was very incredible. It was very detailed, very well explained, very well thought
That
out.
was freaking awesome. Like, you don't need to, all them words, no. That was freaking awesome.
Awesome.
That's it. That's it.
Short, sweet, to the point.
That's it.
Listen, man, y'all get at us in the comment section. Let us know what y'all thought about this video. Was it true, or do you guys see any differences or anything different about it? Notice anything that she was wrong about? Let us know in the comment section, man. Y'all get at us and let us know, and tell us if you like the video. We purple you. To the next reaction video, man. We out. Peace. Y'all stay solid. Hey.